This is the 2021 Toyota Camry XSE Hybrid. That's right, the Prius people have applied their fuel-sipping technology to their best-selling mid-size family sedan. But is a hybrid Camry any good? Let's find out. The Toyota Camry is an institution. It has been on sale for longer than many of you have been alive. This is the 4th best-selling vehicle in America. However, it's the #1 selling car, and it has been for quite some time. The Camry competes in one of the most mature and cutthroat segments there is, mid-size family sedans, and it goes up against some real heavyweights: the Honda Accord, the Nissan Altima, the Kia K5, Hyundai Sonata, Subaru Legacy, and yet it outsells each and every one of them. The hybrid version is, of course, going to give you great fuel economy, but without all the baggage that comes with something like a Prius. Plus, it looks like a sedan, it has a big back seat, it has a trunk, and the XSE trim level is here to spruce things up a bit. It's going to be a little bit sportier, it's going to have a nicer interior, and it's supposed to look nicer on the outside. There's no friendly way to say this, but that face is a mess. I mean, look how aggressive this is, and for what reason? So much going on, it never ends, and then there's just some weird things like, the camera there, it just looks like a zit right here. These are fake, why are they here at all? I just don't get it. Then there's this line which starts in the middle of the gas cap and then goes forward and dies right under the word hybrid. Like, why not carry a strong character line all the way to the headlight? It's just a lot going on, and I don't think for very good reasons. The wheels, which are part of the XSE package, they do look quite premium and upscale, and that's good. Coming out back, definitely the best angle of the Camry. It has a little diffuser, it's got double tailpipes on one side, it looks kind of sporty. Toyota is obsessed with this dripping mascara thing. You'll see it on Lexus's too. They stuck it right here, it's not needed. But again, rear notwithstanding, there's a lot going on design-wise, and I'm really not sure why. The friendly way to say it perhaps is challenging. I'm inside the Camry XSE, and just like the outside of the car, there are some random lines over the inside, yet for whatever reason, these work. I think it's because there's a more organic quality to them, but it really is interesting, just different, neat, I like it. I wish there was other colors besides 6 or 7 shades of gray and then black, a little bit of color would just make the interior pop. There are some cheaper materials in here, listen to this. That's a pretty hard piece of plastic, but it's not abnormal for the segment or for the price point. This, it's supposed to be leather because you get the XSE. I don't think that's actually leather. But, again, overall, it's a pretty nice design. If there's one thing that really bothers me design-wise, it's this, the screen. It just looks like you took an iPad and just kind of glued it right above the vents here. It's a touch screen, yet it has redundant buttons. So I guess that's good for functionality, but it's also kind of pick one. Everything's a touch screen because of the iPad. It has one button. This has 10. It also has 2 knobs. I like that. It has a volume knob and a separate tuning knob, which is great. Functionality-wise, it's the same old Toyota story, right? It's dated. It would be very difficult to input an address, but they like it because it never breaks. As far as seating position goes, this is a large car, sure, it's a mid-size family sedan, but those are all huge at this point. Seats are okay. There's some bolstering for your lower back, which is good. Not a lot of thigh support, but not horrible. The back seat is pretty good size on the Camry, and it's the same story for the trunk. It's big, but it's not bigger than anything else or smaller than anything else in the segment. Performance is not the reason you purchase a hybrid Toyota Camry. However, there is some good news, which I'll get to as soon as I get through the less than good news. The powertrain is a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated inline 4-cylinder engine coupled with an electric motor. Together, they power only the front wheels, and they do that through a CVT, a continuously variable transmission, which is typically seen as the enemy of driving performance. The combined output is 208 horsepower. Here's the good news. 0 to 60 happens in 7.4 seconds. And you might be saying to yourself, that actually isn't that quick, to which I'll say, but a regular Camry takes 7.6 seconds, so the hybrid is 0.2 seconds quicker. Why are you buying the hybrid? You're buying it for the fuel economy, and it's good. 44 miles per gallon around town, 47 miles per gallon on the highway. That said, this is the XSE, and because of these larger, heavier wheels and different tires, the fuel economy is not as good as a regular hybrid Camry. The Toyota Camry is one of the safest cars you can buy. 5-star crash rating, and for 2021, it is a top safety pick plus, and it comes standard with so many automatic safety features, such as adaptive cruise control and automatic high beams. This particular Camry is highly optioned, and it comes with something called rear cross traffic braking. What's that? All right, you're backing up, something's coming at you from over here. The car will actually hit the brakes and stop you from hitting this object. How much? All right, a hybrid Camry is a bit more than $2,000 over the price of a standard Camry, so it's not a very expensive option. The XSE hybrid starts at $33,715, and I'm being so specific because that means it's $170 less than the similarly equipped Honda Accord hybrid. This particular one sitting next to me has about every option box ticked, and it costs a bit over $37,000. So in terms of value, a hybrid Camry is a pretty square deal. If there's one thing I want you to know about the 2021 Toyota Camry XSE Hybrid, it's that it is the sweet spot of the Camry range. Even though it's a hybrid, it doesn't look radically different than the regular car. We know it's a little bit quicker. We know the gas mileage is hugely improved, and the price is pretty good. That said, for another 170 bucks, wouldn't you rather have the better looking, better driving, bigger back seat, just as efficient Honda Accord hybrid? I would. To see vehicle rankings and a complete buyer's guide, please visit motortrend.com/cars.